Hey guys, are we ready? Welcome to our van.
Our 12 favorite gadgets or things that we use in the van. Not big things, most of them are very small things. And we thought it was a great time to put this out because it is Christmas time.
It's Christmas
So
time.
if you want to buy yourself a gift because you're a van lifer, or you have a friend that you need to get a gift for that is building a van or already lives in a van, these are cool little things that would make great gifts.
Yeah.
But they're also year-round. We love these things.
And when you guys are getting me my Christmas gift, keep in mind, I already have this stuff. So, yeah, just give me something else. I take cash.
All right. So we're going to go through a list of 12 things, and Kurt's going to start.
So, as you guys know, if you guys have been watching along, I do the cooking in the van, and Snow thinks I'm a messy cook, which I've improved in this life
Drastically.
But what I will tell you is one thing that's a huge help for me for cooking that I love is our magnetic spice racks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys have seen them in our van tour video. I'll just kind of show you one right here. These things have little sprinkler holes, a little bigger hole in it. And sometimes I just take it off and do a pinch or whatever. But I've got plenty of places to put all the spices that I need. They're out of the way, easy to get to, and in a van with a low fiddle factor, I love these things and highly recommend them.
And to add on to that, when you're going over crazy bumps and everything, these things have never fallen off.
Never fallen.
They work great. So the next thing is, when we first got into the van, you know, when you live in a house, you come in and you got like your kitchen counter or right where you walk in the door, a little table where you drop things, or a place where your shoes go. In a van, you don't have that. So I was struggling because we were having clutter all over the van. So what I got is, because we kind of have a little closet area built into our shower area, and we were just stacking stuff up, just piling it up, mainly Kurt. But anyway, I got us these little boxes. They're fantastic, and they're very sturdy. They're holding up well. One is mine, and one is Kurt's. And like this morning when I took my pajamas off, rather than put them away, because I'm going to put them back on tonight, I put them in this box. Just saves a little time. If we've got something, you know, a gadget, a little tool or something that Kurt didn't feel like getting out and putting in the back, you can just throw it in the box, and it keeps the clutter down in the van. These are very affordable and make me not go crazy and want to kill him.
Yeah, they are good, and honestly, it does give me a place to put my stuff at the end of the night, you know, and grab it in the morning. And there's nothing more frustrating than having to look for something, you know, in the van. It's a tiny space anyway, and you're frantically looking. And, you know, Snow's always moving my stuff, and so if I put it in the box, I'm good to go.
And I'm sorry I keep laughing, but I'm looking at him with his item number 12 on his head. But anyway, so yeah, so the phone shelf. So this is this little white shelf that just nothing fancy, but it hangs on the wall right next to my bed. It holds my phone. I've got my readers, my reading glasses in there. Just a few little things, some chapstick right there. Nice, out of the way, cute little shelf that you don't even see. Very, very usable for a van.
Yeah, I don't have one. I have a shelf. But anyway.
He has a much bigger shelf because he has so much junk. Just kidding.
But anyway, the next thing on our list, number 4, is a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Now, what makes this toothbrush super cool is it's electric toothbrush. It's a Fairly Will is, I guess, the Fair Willy. Anyway, Snow will link it in the description, but it's an electric toothbrush. And what's really cool about this, not only does it have like 5 different settings, like clean, massage, and polish, but it's 12-volt USB charger. Yeah. So we just plug this into our USB port, plug it in. And honestly, guys, and we brush our teeth at least twice a day. Yeah. But the charge on these holds up for
forever.
For like a month or 2 months.
No, we've been in the van 6 months and we've had to charge them twice.
Yeah,
I mean, literally.
Really good. Love these toothbrushes.
Yeah, they're really cool. So what's next? Number 5. Oh, my makeup mirror. Now, when we decided to move into a van, I gave up a lot of the makeup, a lot of the fingernail stuff, a lot of the hair stuff. But every once in a while, a girl still wants to put on some makeup, or we got to fix her eyebrows or something crazy. Well, in a van, the lighting isn't always great, and there's not a place to actually sit down and do that. So I sit up here in the passenger seat. I have this cool mirror. that just elastic wraps around the sun visor, and that worked pretty good for a little bit, but I still couldn't see very good. And then I found this great light, and it is a 12 volt, again through a USB rechargeable makeup light that just slides under the elastic, and it's a perfect makeup station. No clutter, nothing's in the way. All my makeup stays up front over the sun visor, and it's just great.
It's cool because she can do it while we're driving down the road too. So sometimes we'll be ready and we'll kind of be pulling out, and she hasn't gotten all dolled up, so she can do that while we're driving down the road. Yeah. So it really works out well. I think
it's perfect.
I think I need to get one of those mirrors for myself so I can.
Yeah, we need to get Kurt to doll up.
I like to look at myself a little more than I do.
But it is really a cool thing in a van. It's perfect.
If you guys have seen our recirculating shower videos, then you definitely have seen the little shampoo holders that we have beside our shower. That's great because that little bit of wall space right there is not used for anything, and it makes the shampoo easy to get to. We're not getting in the cabinet, so it frees up cabinet space. You have your soap and your shampoo right there while you're showering, and so for us, it's super cool.
Yeah, and you don't have the bottles rolling all over the place or banging around, they're spilling. But one thing I want to say about this that I don't even think I've told Kurt this, but at our house, we had one of these before in our condo, and it leaked. So this one is a bit of an upgrade, because I knew we'd be bouncing around in a van and bumpy roads, and I didn't want shampoo and conditioner and soap leaking everywhere. This thing has not leaked once.
It's really solid.
So it is a bit of an upgrade. You can get, less expensive ones, but this one's just been spot on. So, all right, what's next? So
Number 7.
These are our little tiny 12 volt fans. They plug into cigarette lighter sockets that Kurt's put around the van. 12 volt
sockets.
Yep. And what's cool about it is, we have our max air fans, we have our air conditioner, but sometimes when the temperature's just right in the van, you don't want to bring any different air into the van. But it's also a small space with 2 people and 2 cats in here. It can get stuffy. So sometimes we flip these on, actually almost every night we flip these on to move the air around. It takes away the stuffiness almost immediately. And it also it's almost like a white noise factor to it. It's not a crazy annoying noise, but it's just like a little hum. So if you're parked somewhere where there's noise outside that might bother you when you're sleeping, it also helps with that. But it just keeps the air kind of fresh in the van, keeps it moving around when you don't want to run the max air fan.
Yeah, air circulation in the van is the huge much. It's of the utmost important. And I talk about this in the air conditioning tech talk that I do, but I really don't talk about the fans and circulating the air.
No, it's super important.
We've been in some cold weather, and you don't want to open the max air fans, and those fans are just so
they
nice.
don't put off a ton of air. They just move the air, and they're very affordable.
Yeah, because we have one on each side of the bedroom,
and one
so one on Snow's side, one on my side, and then we have a dually in the kitchen, dual fans rotating. So we got super fancy in there.
Yeah.
The next thing, speaking about the kitchen, is
number 8,
the pressure cooker. And I think I talked a little bit about this in the I did a appliance tech talk, and I talked a little bit about this. But I'll show you guys this little thing right here. And this is a little pressure cooker / steamer / pot. So it's really the only pot that we have in the van.
Yeah.
So I use it for like a saucepan, but that comes out, it's got a little rubber seal on the top and a little pressure release valve right there. And so you can use this as a little pressure cooker right there. And so what this, making a lot of noise.
Very loud.
But what this allowed us to do, we were going to put an Instapot in here. We had one at home, and we love the Instapot, but the Instapots take up a lot of room, and so we were looking to cut down the space. Snow got this. I didn't know, honestly, how it was going to work out, and it has worked out wonderfully. We use this probably in 80% of the meals we cook. It's great for one-pot meals. You can brown your meat, put your pasta or your rice in there, put the pressure cooker on, let it finish. This pan is... Take a look at this, guys. Yeah. This has been really good for us.
Well, it speeds up the cooking so much. And then one thing I want to show, hold on. So this one, so you guys may or may not know, we have an induction cooktop. So this one has a plate on the bottom that allows it to work with an induction cooktop. I'm going to put a link to this one. And when you're there will be a choice. You can get it without that plate. If you don't, if you have a propane cooker or something, it'll work on that type of stove too. So.
Yeah, but this is good.
It's a really... Yeah. All right, what's next? Our collapsible bowls. Okay, so I bought these before we even got into the van. I think Kurt thought it was crazy. I was just buying little gadgets that I thought would help us save space. So it came with a set of 3. And these things are awesome. So lid comes off, they pop out, and you have a bowl. They store very nicely. They don't leak for leftovers. Kurt uses them when he's cooking to, mix stuff up or make a salad or anything. But they are just a little something that is really cool.
Yeah.
The bigger one, when you're putting it in the refrigerator, you can halfway collapse it. So it's more like you just have a little plate of food left over.
We use these things. Every
day.
Yeah, every day these things get used, and they're either in the refrigerator with leftovers or we're using them to cook. So they're very versatile, and the collapsible for storage, top notch.
3 bowls. That's all the space they take.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really, really good.
And then the other thing is a tea kettle. I don't know what to say about this other than it boils water, and it's.
Well,
what color is this? It's turquoise.
It's turquoise, and it comes in other. It does. It's by one of my favorite colors, but it comes in like 15 different colors, I think. But what's cool about it, guys, is the water boils. You can make hot chocolate. You can make noodles, stuffing, just mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, really, really fast, without using a lot of your energy, your battery power on whatever you're cooking with. We love this thing.
I argued that we didn't need a tea kettle. I'm so glad that we do, because we use this again. This is something we use almost every day.
I'm a tea drinker too, so but it has so many uses.
Yeah,
and it comes in lots of colors, so it's cute too.
We are moving on to number 11.
Number 11. All right. So if you have a Sprinter, or at least if you have a 2018 Sprinter, you know that the cup holders up front are incredibly small.
It's just a poor design, really. Honestly, Mercedes, shame on you. So, there's a couple things that you just didn't get right, and the cup holders are probably at the top of the list.
An aluminum can, a can of Coke will fit in there, and that's about it. Anything else will not fit in those. So we bought these little guys. This bottom part goes into the cup holder, and then it twists, and those things come out and kind of hold it in place. And it's got these little spacers in here. You can put big gulps in here, water bottles in here, anything. So we have 2 of these.
We have some big insulated shaker cups that we use all the time.
Yetis or whatever.
And and they just don't fit in our cup holders. And these make them versatile, so they fit everything, and they're nice and they're good. And
you just got to spin them and get them in there snug, and then you're good to go. We enjoy these.
We do.
We've had them about 2 months, and we use them every day.
And number 12. You guys have been waiting for this. I know. The headlamps. And probably most of you guys already know about these, have them or use them or whatever. I was a hardhead. If you guys watched the video of me going on a hike in Bagby Springs, I literally went through this national park forest trail in the dark, and it was completely pitch black, 1.5 mile hike. I didn't know where I was going, no trail markers, with this little lantern. And after that, I was like, I need to get one of these headlamps and use it all the time for working on the van or whatever in the dark. If we roll into a place late, it's great just to pop these on. And these things are really huge. And
they look good.
Stylish.
Yes.
Stylish.
So that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of other things, but guys, those are honestly things we use every single day almost in the van.
Yeah, they are, and they make life a lot easier. Yeah. Again, as you guys know, we love a low fiddle factor, and so finding these little gadgets or whatever that we use all the time, we wanted to share that with you, and especially coming up in the holidays. Some of you may not be van lifers, but you may know some van lifers.
Yeah, well, some of these things work great for your house too. I'll have a link to everything in the description, and just to be fair about it, there'll be Amazon links. We'll make a very small commission, but hey, they're cool things.
Cheers, guys. See you on the next one.
Bye. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so you know when we put up future videos. And if you want to help support our videos by keeping fuel in the tank and the van wheels turning, check out our Patreon page where you can see behind the scenes action. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in a few days.